You are listening to the Mindset Forge podcast for the final episode. Hey, it's Bart and Brian, your host. Wanted to make a big announcement. So I've been doing this podcast, 110 episodes. Had an awesome time over the last 4 years. But one of the things I realized, just actually probably passing 100 episodes and just looking at kind of where I was going with this and just the impact I wanted to have is I started thinking about like, what could I do differently? What are some things that would be more fun, more kind of different take on some of the conversations that I've been having with you guys and with my guests? And so I reached out to my good friend Mitch Royer, who is an awesome guy, lots of great just life experience stories, but he's also a promoter, a literary agent, doing a lot of things in the space that's kind of adjacent to what I'm about. He's also a marathon runner and just a dad. So what I decided to do, he and I talked, and we thought, what if we did a podcast together? And so what we came up with over the last month or so is a new podcast called Dad Bods and Dumbbells. And this is a podcast where he and I talk. We're going to interview some people down the road, but it's all about really talking about fitness, fatherhood, and guy stuff, all right? It's much more relaxed, much more like just conversational, telling stories, perspectives, things like that. I think you're really going to enjoy it. I definitely want you to check it out. You can find the link in the show notes for some of these episodes we've got out. We're putting, it's going to be a weekly podcast, just like the Mindset Forge, but there'll be some new episodes out all the time. They're great. We've already recorded 8 episodes, and so we'll be putting those out later here in May and just having a lot of fun with it. So check it out. Dad Bods and Dumbbells. You'll be able to find them on all the platforms that you find my podcast on. So check out the show notes or wherever you want to find it. But give it a shot. I think you're going to love it. And if you loved kind of what I was talking about, we're going to integrate some of that stuff into the conversation during these podcasts. But hey, and just a quick shout out to Mitch. This guy is, he's doing a lot of really interesting stuff in the space of like events around fitness, music, whiskey, all the things. It's just going to be really fun. And so just enjoyed the heck out of the last interviews we've done and can't wait to share this with you guys. So thanks again for listening. Thanks for being a loyal fan and listening and kind of, going through this journey with me. I've had an awesome time. Just shout out to all the guests I've had and the conversations. I've learned so much. Hopefully you've learned a lot too, just going through the journey with me. But it's time to change. It's a new chapter. I'm excited about it. And so without further ado, check out Dad Bods and Dumbbells. Thanks so much, guys.